Now, before we go, there's one other guy who's become a lightning rod of controversy. I think he will be for much of the season. Owen Tippett, a guy who this team really does believe in. He was the centerpiece of the return for Claude Giroux. I don't see it. The speed is there. The ability to put up the occasional highlight goal is there. They've been trying to play him on a line with Trevor Zegras and Matvei Michkov, and it doesn't make sense. And it ain't working. They're playing, like, Tippett is unbelievably fast. Zegras is fine. Mishkov's not a fast player. I don't know if they thought, like, clash of styles can work, but it ain't working right now. If Luchenko makes the team, Luchenko looks incredibly fast. Could they play Luchenko and Tippett on, like, a team that's all gas, no brakes? Maybe. But I don't see the fit here. And for a guy who, like, maybe becomes a 25, 30 goal scorer, maybe, who oftentimes can't even hit the fucking net, like, that's kind of frustrating. And I pointed out on Twitter today, he's making $6.2 million, which makes him the third highest paid forward on the team behind Konechny and Couturier. And it's only $50,000 less than Travis Sanheim is making. Okay, so, like, he could have been the third highest paid player, period, on the team. And, like, I don't see it. Am I crazy?
So, like, if you're asking me, would you trade him? I'm willing to have the conversation, but that's a pretty broad, like, hypothetical. Like, give me a potential scenario then. Like, what are we getting in return?
I would like to see them try to get a defenseman of any variety. It could be like a decent enough stopgap defenseman with like 2 years on a contract. I'm not expecting them to be able to go out and get like a young stud, number one pair upside guy. I would actually like to see them shed the money. Doesn't mean like get dog shit back, but like I wouldn't be as concerned with like, all right, you're trading a young winger who could maybe be a 30 goal scorer. We have to go get a bona fide number one, top pair upside guy. I could see like getting a solid second pair defenseman and saying, all right, cool. Include a little bit of money.
Then I don't know I would do that.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about a guy that 3 years ago had 27 goals, 2 years ago had 28. Last year, a big regression. I understand that, but here's the other thing. You guys may disagree. I'm willing to just pretend that season didn't happen because of who the coach was.
Who was the coach? I don't remember.
I can't remember his name. I'm willing to.
But Dave, do you want to buy into this 9-goal regression down to 20 goals a season ago is all Torts' fault?
The 999 regression? Is it that?
Oh no! Okay, I like it. All right. Well,
I'm also like, I don't like trades as much as you do, Russ. I'm usually pretty conservative about that, generally speaking, because I worry that you're going to be trading a guy who's 26. He's turning 27 in February. You're trading away a guy who really has, in my opinion, has 30, call me crazy, 35 goal potential for a defenseman that you think is just going to be on this second pairing. I'm hesitant to, like I said, you can talk me into it depending on what they're getting back, and then I can decide then.
What if you're getting a bubble playoff team's first round pick, and now it becomes a lottery ticket for Gavin McKenna?
So they would have 2 chances to get him?
Yes.
That's assuming the Flyers don't make the playoffs, but sure. But they are going to make the playoffs.
I mean, even with two ping pong balls, I don't know.
This is what I also think about. You're so clogged at the wings in general. And you're thinking about, because when I looked at that line yesterday with him, Zegras, and Michkov, they don't mesh well together. I was thinking about put Forster up there. Maybe Forster, because I think Forster plays at a better pace that can match Zegras and Michkov's. You put Tippett on the third line, but then I also think to myself, okay, you're so clogged at the wings in general in the prospect system and on the NHL roster. Porter Martone's going to be on the team next year, most likely. True. And
Alex Bump might be on the team.
And Bump might be on the roster too. So you're going to have to find a way to make some sacrifices on this roster, whether it's a player that you may not want to trade or something like that. And Tippett might be that expendable guy. You're not going to trade Konechny. You're not going to trade Mitchkov. You're not going to trade Porter Martone. You're probably not going to trade Tyson Forster, I would assume at this point. But
it very much feels like they're invested in Forster more than just about anybody else on the team.
Yeah, and Alex Bump, I don't think they would want to give up on him too early. And granted, he's never even played an NHL game yet.
There's also not a lot of trade value there. So yeah, like he'll be around.
So you're thinking about maybe an expendable guy on the roster that might be Owen Tippett. And teams with the contracts that are being signed right now in the NHL, especially recently, you're seeing some guys that are getting $9 million a year that might not deserve it. Tippett's making $6 million. That might be attractive to some teams since it's more of a team friendly contract in this day of the NHL.
Which is maybe how you're able to get a better asset out of a team. Right, like when the Flyers signed Tippett to a deal of that length at $6.2 million, I thought it was nuts. Right, like I said, like I don't understand it. And even now with the cap going up, just because the cap goes up doesn't mean you sign guys to stupid deals just because you have the money to burn. Now in his case, it's a fixed cost. Could you get a better asset? Could you get an additional asset out of a team? Maybe you take that second pair defenseman and a pick. If Tippett is like having a strong enough start to the year. I don't ultimately think they're going to deal Tippett in season. I think it would be like a next year thing. But like this is kind of his last chance in a lot of ways to prove that like he's the guy they thought they were getting from Florida. Because like if we take Andrew's ideology here and his idea that it all came down to Torts maybe not meshing well with Tippett, that's fine for the first year. Like that's fine for last year. But it's the first year of the Rick Tocchet system. And if other guys start thriving, even like if you think about that Brink line with Forster and Cates, those guys thrived under Torts, especially last year. There were some guys on the team that started to hit that next level. If after a first year of Rick Tocchet, you don't see Tippett fundamentally change his game, get more pucks on net, become closer to a 30-goal scorer, that's almost like a I can't think of the word. That's an indictment. There it is. It's an indictment. That's an indictment on the player.
We got there.
I know. I was thinking of condemnation, but I'm like, that's not right. It's more of an indictment on the player at that point. We'll see what happens, guys.